What's going on, everybody? I'm here. Fronte, what's going on, man? How you doing? I got something very interesting I want to talk to y'all about. Y'all see the title, like it says, baby mama terrorism is a long-term effect. Y'all know what I mean by long-term effect, right? Long-term effect meaning all that negative energy, all the bullshit, all the manipulation, all the hate, all the misery, and so on that you put in that child affects that child long term. And this goes on, well, it's been going on since forever, and it's going to continue until things really change with this system and the laws. Maurice, what's going on, bro? Hey, man, congratulations on your daughter's marriage, man. Steven, what's going on? I'm not going to be on here too long, um, but this is a post on Facebook. Yeah, parent and alienation, mental instability, right. Randy, what's going on? Um, it's going to be a quick one, but for everybody who's on Instagram, please like, share, subscribe. I'm almost to that 1,000. Appreciate y'all pushing it to the fullest. Everybody, hey Jamil, what's going on? Everything's cool, man. I'm in the trenches, but I'm good though. Um, everybody who's on Facebook, please like, share, spread the video. Mr. All Too Well. My man say he got luck with his. Hey, but check this out. Everybody who got Facebook, this what you see right here is a brother's page right here. It says Chris Berry, Krys, last name Berry. This is something he posted. What's up, Greg? This is something he posted September the 3rd. So this was some days ago. And I don't know him personally. Mark, I'm good, brother. Just got to talk about this long term when it comes to this baby mama terrorism, because this shit is real, and this some people need to take heed to. You know, um, the thing is, I'm gonna read some of this to you. You should better see it yourself. But this is on his page. I think this brother's like 36 years old. He's a grown man. He has a son. I don't know him personally, but I know people that know him, and I know a lot of the backstory. What this is about is a son who was definitely raised by a baby mama terrorist. And it's unfortunate that many men who grew up to be so-called men didn't have a father. Majority of the time is because they said that the father didn't want to be in the picture. The father was a deadbeat. The father was a piece of shit. The father didn't want kids, and so on. But then later on down the line, the reality is, no, you had a baby mama terrorist for a mother who definitely took the child support, did what she want with it, crazy, manipulative, alienating the father out the picture. But then as time go on, when this baby mama terrorists get old, 56 years old, 40, whatever, and the son is grown, ain't nothing she could do with him no more. Child support ran out. Now all of a sudden you want the son or that daughter to go back and go visit your other side of the family. Go try to be around your father. He wasn't so bad after all, because she all of a sudden had an epiphany that he should be around his daddy or his aunties, his grandmama, his granddaddy. But what people need to realize is, just because you want to change your ways and you better yourself and you find God or whatever, don't mean that everybody else change. So because you change your ways, which is a good thing, you're supposed to change your ways. The only thing you can do is fix yourself. You can't fix other people. But just because you change, do not mean everybody else change. So when you sit back and cause all these habits, all this destruction, all this negative, all this turmoil, all this disaster, and you actually got the nerve to try to rekindle or fix things down the line years later. No, that shit's dead. God forgives. I don't. That's my motto. And because you change, which is good, it's people that did crimes, murder, caused havoc in the neighborhood and everything else, and they changed. And they doing well, they doing good. They found God, and they helping other people to not be like he used to be or she used to be. But guess what happens? It even said in the good book, you live by the sword, you die by the sword. So even though you that good brother, that good sister, that good person, you change, they get killed by the same thing that they was doing, which is by the gun or stab or whatever. So yeah, God forgives you. You go to heaven or wherever you go. But just because you change don't mean everybody else changed and forgot. And this what I'm want to talk about in this post. This brother posted September 3rd at 3:01 p.m. I'm gonna read this to you. I want y'all to go along with me if you can, or just hear me out. I want to read all this because it's real. This is what he posted. It says, honestly, I have a real question to the Durham family. Is there a reason why I was shunned for being born? He tagged his father. His name is Barry Durham. Yeah, he tagged him. That's his father. Was there a reason why I reached out as a grown man, 36 years old, and can't even be acknowledged as a son or part of the family? There is a grandchild here as well. Real questions for the ones called family. Aunts, uncles, grandparents, and father. I'm in Georgia, big caps, and never wanted anything from y'all but love. So why don't I deserve it? How does police officer serve and protect, yet never did it for his child? Can anybody answer from this bloodline? He put his phone number and it said, feel free to talk. Now, here's problem number one that I have with this post. Now, he put his number there. He put it all on Facebook. He blasted so the whole social media could look at it. So what does that mean, fellas? Emotional. Now, if you really wanted to reach out to your father or your family members, a thinker will put it in the inbox, because evidently got a Facebook. He'd have put it in the inbox. He wouldn't have blasted on social media. Because when you blast something on social media, it gets, took in the wrong way, or it gets more people in your business. It gets worse. But like I say, I can't blame him, because when you're dealing with a so-called man that comes from a baby mama terrorist, aka possum, project of single motherism, this is what you get. What's up, Daniel? So check this out. I guess this was the auntie. She was the first person to comment. And I want y'all to hear what she said, or roll on what I say, what she said. Her name is Val Durham Burdette. She said, no one owes you a damn thing. You hear me? She said, no one owes you a damn thing. If you're feeling some type of way, seek help. You're 36 years old. Why so bitter? Feel free to reach out. Are you talking about the child that you don't support? I'm kind of confused. You got support. Now, she said he's 36 years old. Why is she so bitter? Why is he so bitter? It's obvious why he's so bitter. But she basically saying you need to seek up help. You're 36 years old and you too old to be feeling this type of way, which I disagree. I agree with being emotional and everything, but I disagree with, he shouldn't feel a certain type of way. But you heard what she said. Are you taking care of are you talking about the child that you don't support? So he has a son, and evidently he don't support his own son. Okay. Now this is his response. He said, from who? I never met you, so what the fuck you saying, lady? She responds back and said, this is what she said. I met your punk ass when you were little. So don't say you never met me, dumbass. The key word is respect. You will never know that because of the way you act. If you need a shoulder to cry on, that's not how you go about it. I'm going to tell you to stay in your lane because I don't give two shakes of a rat's ass about you. Now go ask your mama about me. She say she don't give no shit about him at all. She call him a punk ass. And I agree with her on the emotional part. You need to show the crown. This ain't how you go about it, which posting on social media. I agree with that. But she said, ask your mama about me. So evidently, she know who the mama is. This the father's sister. That's what it is. Now his response is, leave my mom be. You don't want that issue, and you really don't know what issues you would cause yourself. Lady, you don't know me. Honestly, I don't care if you care about me either. You were never there. I gave my number. You idiots took it there. So understand you can't talk from Boston and I don't know, and whatever like you hard. Lady, stay in your lane, granny. Now, notice, I believe this in Georgia, bro. But notice he said he gave out the number. So in other words, he telling her that she should call him. Once you went on social media and did that blast right there, you didn't think anybody was gonna blast back, but that's part of being emotional. So check this out. He responded back again. Don't need to argue with senior citizens. You speak of respect, but couldn't call. Be careful of punk words, right? I guess RT, right? And LOL. See, that's what I'm saying. That sounds like an emotional, like a woman. That's what these baby mama terrorists do. They twist the narrative around like you started it or you caused it, and talking about you could have called, and then they got to call you names and senior citizens and all that stuff. Now, I'm not taking no sides. I'm just telling you what I observed, which, like I say, bullshit. Now, check this out. She responded back and said, who are you mad? You have your dad's number. You could have called him like the rest of the kids, but you and your hood rat ass, no, but your hood rat ass had to post it on Facebook looking for love. You don't call people asking for money, and when you don't get it, you start talking stupid. That's right, I am granny, and the best. I live in Atlanta. Now, like I say, it's good when you start reading everything before you jump the gun, because if I was a sucker ass simp, I'd have jumped the gun and said, yeah, he he didn't have his father. Father deadbeat, he didn't want to be bothered. He in his feelings and he's mad and bitter, and I understand that father ain't shit, right? But when you become a free thinker and get more understanding when it comes to these baby mama terrorists, you have to really listen to both sides, because in this day and age, these baby mama terrorists or the kid that say the daddy ain't shit, the daddy deadbeat, low life, didn't want to be involved. But then when you really find out the whole story, you find out it's not true. So check this out. The father come in and respond. The father, very dumb. We're going to get to it. Up top, he says, he wrote a long message, but bear with me. He said, dude, really, you're 36 years old. This the father now. Dude, really, you're 36 years old. Make sure you do your homework before you come after me, number one. I did support you. That's more than what I'm hearing about you not take care of yours. You rather smoke weed than take care of your own damn child. I did that. And if you got a problem, buddy, see your mama. See your mama. You didn't have a problem trying to reach out to me and ask me for some money. You didn't have a problem trying to reach out to my sister and ask her for money. You didn't have a problem trying to reach out to your grandparents asking them for money when you was in lockup. So now you're trying to act like I ain't did nothing for you. Really, I don't know why I expected more, but let's keep this relationship that way we have okay. Wait a minute. I don't know why I expected more, but let's keep the relationship that we have okay, And you also probably forgot. You probably forgot that. That's so while you sitting here trying to come out to folks, make sure that you're right, and make sure that you tell the truth. There's a reason why people don't mess with you now. And I wasn't going to say anything. I was just going to let this pass. Apparently, you need a hug or something. I don't know what you were trying to accomplish by putting this little bullshit in Facebook. Not that I really give a shit what people think about me, but I know the truth is you had my number and you could have called me, but you choose to take the way out. Like I said, let's keep the relationship that we have. Don't try to call me. Don't even try to go through other people's pages on Facebook. Now, you see what I mean? Now, he said he did pay child support. He said, you got my number. If you wanted to reach out, you could have hit me up on my phone. But yet you go on Facebook, and like he said, he know the truth, and he don't give a shit about what anybody else says. And like I tell y'all, father, keep your veins cold, because you the one gonna be treated as a deadbeat, a low life, garbage, a sucker, running for child support, never wanted to be a father, didn't want to be there, run away, and everything else. Now you heard what he said. He don't give two rats ass, and you have to feel the same way, because that's what goes on with a father who's alienated, or he ran off because he got tired of dealing with the baby mama terrorists. Now, I want y'all to see this right here. You see that picture right there? That's him and his son. He tagged his father. He sticks his middle finger up and posts it on Facebook. Now, why would you post you and your son with your middle finger up? That's not a good look. I wouldn't do nothing like that. I'll put my middle finger up, but my son or daughter wouldn't be in it. But he got to prove a point that he got his son, or they're with his son. You know, that's what they do. So let's get to his reply. Now all of a sudden, this the son reply. You lame as fuck. Nigga, I've been in the picture. More than I can say for you. Right. Take Kevin touch with Marlene for a reason. But don't dare come sideways. Do your homework. I wasn't there. And fast forward, I reached out to you more than once. You shunned me. So cool. Fucking duck. Like photo I sent with mom. I've been taken care of. I've been taken care. You should know what bitter woman are like. Him not a right. You had enough, but believe what you want. I'm not bitter and wouldn't go in, but you got nerve cussing and talking about my son not being, I guess the enemy not being around. Motherfucker, remember 8th grade? LOL, you niggas funny, but I'm doing great, me and my son. So the auntie reply, you got this. Marvelous MJ Durham Anderson, I guess that's another auntie. She said, first of all, why you putting false shit on like this on Facebook? Please don't sit there and tell no tale about no one supporting your ass. You got support for 18 years, meaning she got child support. Stop doing stupid fucking things in your life, bruh. Like putting your family on blast like this, and you wonder why we don't fuck with you. For you to be 36 years old, you certainly don't act like it. I gave you a chance, bruh, and you blew it. Your father took damn good care of your ass and supporting you. So ask your mother how she spent your support. Get your ass a real job and stop calling people asking for money to pay your rent, and keep people out of your damn business. So you heard what she said, right? Ask your mom what she did with that money. Your father took care of your ass, and she said get a real job and stop calling asking people for money. Meaning he don't have a real job, if he even working at all. And he's been calling the same people that he said ain't shit for money. So his response is, first of all, this is BS. None of you ever came or reached out. Right. None of y'all asses was in the picture of my life. Now I can't correct. Fuck you in the comments. Fuck you in the comments on my life. In facts, my son with me right now. You dumb motherfuckers can talk to a baby mama, but not me. Idiots. Fact of the matter is, the response now is that is the most y'all ever spoke to me. Fuck you mean reach out to who? Every time I call or did to Barry, that's the father, I've been tossed aside. So what the fuck you saying? Now it seemed like he flipped and played victim. Now he wasn't suspecting that the family, these older people, now these ain't no young kids. These people in their late 50s and 60s that's going in checking him. This not no a bunch of 20, 30, and even 40-year-olds that's checking him. These older people that been around the father, that's been around that baby mama Terrace. These are old, this is an older baby mama Terrace. She's in her 60s. And they calling it out. And now he playing victim now. Let's go on. Okay. The father. He said, like I said, let's keep the relationship we have. There's two different points. You ain't trying to hear me, and I ain't trying to hear you. I'm too grown after all these years to go backwards. Good luck. Okay. Here go to Auntie Marvelous again. Like I said, BJ, your stupid ass was in Chicago. So how could you be tossed aside and with your crazy ass mother? So that's where you get your craziness from. Like I said, you don't know me that fucking well to say anything. Get your fucking life right, bro. You're trash right now. And what we do with trash, we toss that shit. So consider yourself tossed. Every dorm you have on your page is reading this and will toss your ass in the trash. So continue to speak trash about the Durham family, and on Facebook, you will end up with no friends nor family. So you know. So no, you did not come correct, motherfucker. You're still acting like a child. I will have you blocked in a heartbeat. So keep talking your shit, dumbass. You're 36 years old and now you're talking about being loved. LMAO, you are a joke. This comes from a 60-something-year-old person, or in the 50s, late 50s. And you heard what she said, just like your crazy ass mother. Now, of course, he LOL, hustles, lady, hustles. You know you didn't give a shit. And bitch, you been to one of Trey's games, must be the his son, last year. Don't comment on what and who you don't know. I gave my number and was humble. Bitch, a check don't raise a child, dumbass. I agree. A check don't raise a child. But to a baby mama terrorist, that's all she needs. I agree. Yes, he was raised by his mother. And I agree. A check do not raise a child, but many of these baby mama terrorists believe that this is all they need. They don't need a father. They don't need a father. So he right about that. But unfortunately, he's been misled. And actually, he know the truth. But when you manipulating, you dealing with a baby mama terrorist and you act like that baby mama terrorist, even though you know in the back of your head the truth, you rather live in denial and live in, with the deflection and everything. Because you see, he's twisting around like he didn't do nothing. And all they said from the get-go is you didn't have to put it on Facebook. And now he's flipping around like they put it on Facebook. So let's go on to the next. He also said, we're in the same state. You never reached out to me either. So what the fuck? But cool. I've been fine without y'all. And my job is fine too. His music as well. Now he says music as well. He's 36 years old, and he said his music as well. Now don't get me wrong. That was my pipe dream doing my rap music at the time. I'm 41 years old. I do little rap music here and there, but now it's more of a hobby. Right now I just run for child support for a living. That's my job. I'm not looking at getting a record deal at 41, 36 and all that jive. You ain't got a deal by your late 20s, man. Give it up unless you've been in the game and you still going on and you making money. But for you to say that your music is going well and you 36 years old, you already know you ain't got shit popping. I'm just keeping it real. Let me continue. But LOL, bitch, you trying to flex on employment. Shake my head. And of course, he came at the last thing. He tagged his father and said, yep, deuces, bruh. Wish you the best. No, he don't. What baby mama tells wish you the best. Now, the reason why I put this out here, and one, he's on my friends page. He's on my friends list on Facebook, and I saw this. And this just shows how the baby mama terrorists can ruin a so-called man. Now, I'm gonna talk about these so-called black queens. When y'all sit back and y'all holler, we support our kings, and then y'all turn around and say, well, why we can't find a good black man to be our protector, be our lead, and and cover us from bullshit is because baby mama terrorists raise so-called men like this. Yo, we support our Kang sisters. We Black Lives Matter. Now, don't get me wrong. White, black, blue, or green, baby mama terrorist. This goes to everybody because you got the white kids shooting up schools. They didn't have no father because they probably got a baby mama terrorist mother. So this ain't about color. What it's about is these no good ass baby mama terrorists. Yes, these baby mama terrorists who alienate the father out the picture or run the man away because they bullshit and terrorist things they do. This what happens. Now I know more about this behind the scenes. And when I tell y'all that it's most single mothers, it is most single mothers. Them are baby mama terrorists. Not all single mothers are like this because I know single mothers who were married and got divorced, who were married and the husband passed away. I know single mothers who was in a long-term relationship and the guy actually ran off and didn't want to be a father no more because they broke up. Those are not the single mothers I talk about. I talk about these baby mama terrorist single mothers who choose single motherism. His mother is 60 years old, in her 60s, something like that. She's crazy. She alienated the father picture because of whatever. Didn't have him around, but put him on that child support. She can't really deal with him. He ran away. Excuse me. He ran away off and on throughout his childhood, arguing back and forth with his mama. Bipolar just like his mama. Lash out just like his mama. Go off like his mama. React like his mama. And now, because he's grown or he got a certain age, now all of a sudden you want him to reach out to his father. Now, she get an epiphany when he get grown, she want him to reach out to his father. And a lot of times, once you deal with some baby mama terroristic acts, ain't no rekindling and coming back because you cause so much havoc that man don't want to mess up what he got going on. And why should he? He got a new life, family, things going on. Why let some outsider come fuck up his shit? Now, unfortunately, the father did try to rekindle with him, but guess what happened? Just like they said in their comments, he asked for money to his father, grandfather, his sister, aunties, and everybody else. I know this for a fact. And when he asked his father for some money, instantly his father washed his hands and cut him off and realized he crazy. He was talking to him, said he got some psych issues, he got some crazy issues going on, just like his baby mama terroristic mama. So he tried to talk to him again, and he just couldn't because he knew if he let him in, he gonna disrupt his household. And why bother? Now, is it this brother's fault that he turned out like this? Nah, it's the baby mama terrorist's fault. But of course, the baby mama terrorist is gonna always say it's the father's fault because he wasn't there. And you got the nerve to sit back and think that the father's supposed to stay around when you manipulating the child, when you alienating the child, you setting them up for failure, you stain his name to the world, you blast them, call them deadbeats and low lives to cover up your baby mama terrorist anthem, and you expect me to stay in the picture because I don't want to look bad? Nah. And when I tell you that this baby mama terrorist is real, I know people laugh about it because I say baby mama terrorist. When I tell you the baby mama terrorism is real, it's damn sure real. And it's been going on for a long time. But now it's more now in the forefront now than more than ever. This dude is just like his mother. Just like her. They don't get along. They argue back and forth. She's worse now than ever. But now all of a sudden you got an epiphany. You want change. You want the father to be around and go around your other side of the family, grown or later on down the line after all this havoc you cause, and you think somebody gonna turn around and say, okay, my arms is open for you. When you cause havoc in somebody's household and disrupt their household, you got a lot of nerve to be sitting back trying to have a conversation or try to let bygones be bygones, sweep the shit on the rug and let's just do it again, let's try and all that shit. Nah, that shit dead. That shit is dead. That's why I tell y'all to wash y'all hands and move on. You got a manipulated child, you bring them in your house, and they talking disrespectful to your other half, the stepmom or your fiance or whoever, and you let that kid still stay in your house. Nah, you kick their ass out and let them go back with their mama. They baby mama tears because that's who caused it. And then you want to come out when the child's 18, 19, when child support is over with, talking about rekindle with the family, the other side of the family. Nah, fuck you. And y'all got the nerve, you baby mama tears got the nerve to try to call somebody a deadbeat in low life and don't want to be a father when you the one created this habit. What people need to realize, where everybody be talking about, what about the black on black crime? This is right here is black on black crime. It ain't just a black man going to shoot another black man. You got these baby mama terrorists that set their kids up for failure by alienating the father out the picture. That's also black on black crime. They don't want to talk about that topic though. They just think it gotta be a murder. Now you got slow deaths. This here is black on black crime. Where these baby mama Teds raise these weak ass boys to be weak ass men, to be emotional, low life, don't want to do nothing, don't want to take care of their own kids, and then want to call back and call the daddy a piece of shit and the deadbeat low life because that's what she been putting his head for all them years. Didn't even know he was paying child support because she was doing whatever she wanted to do with the shit. But then, like I said, who's still the bad guy? The father. But that's why I say you cannot worry about what other people say because they're gonna call you that anyway. By you not being around, they just consider you didn't want to be a father. It's all to it. They don't care about her acting a fool. They don't care about her putting you through the ringer. They don't care about her you losing your home, losing your livelihood, losing your car, losing your job, you going to jail. They don't care about all that. All they say is you a deadbeat. Even if you say you was alienated, you should have tried harder. You should have fought harder. You should have still been there. I hear females on Facebook talking about, I wish my dad would have fought harder. She didn't say shit about the mama doing the alienation and the fuck shit. She said he should have fought harder. Nah, fuck you. He fought hard as he could, and that was it. It's a time that you have to wash your hands and move on. And just because somebody changed, don't mean you change. And it's unfortunate that because of this baby mama terrorist, this dude would never have a relationship with his dad. Never. Not even grown. Hell, the aunties and everybody else. Because as you see, he trying to borrow money. So is that really him trying to connect with the family? Or is that him trying to get something out of it? I can't fault him because it came from the baby mama terrorist. Every trait that you see and the response and everything came from that baby mama terrorist. It's in his bloodline. So how could he try to be a good father or try to be there for his child if he was raised with some shit like that? And this goes on all the time. This has been going on all the time for many years, and people never want to talk about it. But like I say, this is more called out now than it ever had. This shit is real, y'all. And to be honest with you, it ain't just a baby mama terrorist. It's no different from somebody doing you wrong, stealing your money or whatever, and causing havoc in your household and all that, and robbing you or whatever. They change their ways. Because they change their ways don't mean I want to fool with you now because you change your ways. Okay, good, you change your ways, but I don't want no parts of you. So that's just in life, period. You can't cause havoc and destruction and expect for that same person to shake your hand or give you a hug or say, let's start over. Let's be cool again. Let's work this out, when you caused all this shit some time ago. Because you changed, then we all should change. It don't work like that. That ain't how life is. This is not a movie script. This is not a TV show. And I tell y'all real easy, when it come to me, God forgives, I don't. When I say I ain't fucking with you, I ain't fucking with you. Regardless of who it is, family, friend, it goes whoever. You cause havoc in my life, my household, that shit dead forever. I ain't fuck with you at all. I'm not finna phony kick it. I ain't finna pretend. I'm not finna reach out. I ain't finna just say, well, I don't fuck with you, but I'll fuck with you for $1. That's what these baby mama terrorists do. See, they hate that father or hate that man, but they love that money. Because my thing is, if you don't fuck with that person, you don't want nothing to do with that person, then you don't want nothing from that person. Look at Dr. Dre, soon to be ex-wife. She said he was an abuser. He made her sign a prenup. She got he's a piece of shit. He's drunk. He come in smacking and everything all of a sudden. Now, but she thinks she's good enough to get $2 million a month. So he ain't shit for her, but he's good enough to keep your livelihood going, right? Get your ass out of here. Tracy Morgan. She wants sole custody. As long as they was together, it was fine. Now all of a sudden he ain't good to be a father. Just sole custody to get more money at child support. Hell, Brad Pitt and Angela Jolie. She alienated him so bad, she alienated him from adopted kids that they had. So don't tell me when I post my videos and my memes that, oh, you know what you're talking about, you mad, you bitter, you just hating. Bullshit. You mad because now it's getting more called out, and a lot of men are learning to fix themselves. They taking the red pill, they going MGTOW, they living a free agent lifestyle, or they washing their hands and keeping the veins cold and walking on by like Isaac Hayes and living their life and said, fuck it. They said by 2036, they said it's going to be more single women. I think it's going to go to a real high rise. I wonder why. As long as these baby mama terrorists exist, it's going to be shit like this. And who want to be involved or be in a mix with some shit like this? So y'all can continue to hate me, continue to try to sabotage me, destroy me, call me out, or whatever you want to do. I'm still going to expose you baby mama terrorists. I'm still going to expose this unjust system. And I'm still going to tell men to keep them veins cold and wash their hands if necessary, if there's nothing else you can do. Because it's shit like this on why I call out the bullshit I call out with these baby mama terrorists. This shit ain't just started. And this shit ain't going nowhere. "36 years old and acting like that." So don't ever come tell me that a father is not important or is not needed. As long as you got your mama, you can't go wrong. Not saying that a woman can't raise their son to have a good life and do good. I'm talking about these baby mama terrorist mothers. But ain't nothing like having a mother and a father. And men, take heed from this post, because some of y'all don't see y'all kids, and it might be down the line when they 25, 36 years old reaching out to you. If you got a son or daughter like this, my advice to you, let it go and go on about your business, because you don't need shit like this disrupting your household or whatever you got going on, because you the one going to be sabotaged and lose. And all he or she going to do is go back to that baby mama, tell his mama theirs, and live under her for free and doing nothing over there. You don't want that. This shit is real. Somebody said it's not about women, it's the evil within. It's not about all women. I don't see how you could compare a woman to a baby mama terrorist. I don't know why y'all even say these things, because a baby mama terrorist is the devil within. So when I talk about baby mama terrorists, it's separate from good women or separate from a mother. A mother's not gonna do the shit that this baby mama terrorist calls this 36-year-old to be who he is. So that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is these same baby mama terrorists that sit back and said the father didn't want to be involved. I'm independent. I'm the breadwinner. I got this. But then create that. That's what I'm talking about. It ain't about women. So, you have a few baby daddy terrorists out here that alienate the mother out the picture. But that's why I say when it comes to these statistics, with the lack of fathers, with this high suicide rate, high dropouts, uh, lack of education, go to jail, it's because of baby mama terrorists like this that create that. You heard what they said? Going to jail. He ain't take care of his kids. His son, he's not working. He's not doing nothing. He's emotional. He's weak. He deflects and everything else. That's dealing with a baby mama terrorist who chose single motherism. So that's all I wanted to talk to y'all about. You know, that's why I post what I post. That's why I continue to do what I do. This shit is real. And men, if you're going through something like this, a manipulated child, if you got hopes and you try your best, you do the best you can, and you fight to the very end. But if they grown and they still acting the same old manipulated way, or they acting like that baby mama terrorist mother, you wash your hands and go on about your business, because they ain't gonna do nothing but sabotage what you got. It's not worth it. Or if that baby mama terrorist is putting you in jail, setting you up for failure, and uh, trying to destroy what you got, you wash your hands, fall back and better yourself and do what you got to do. Hopefully that child realizes what she is, and they'll come to you and you'll know the difference from humble to what you got. Yeah. That's right, palm bearer. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk to y'all about. It was something quick, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up, but this shit is real, man. It's sad. It's unfortunate, and as far as I'm concerned, he will never fix himself because he don't know how. And like they said, the family gonna all scatter, and you gonna have no one. But that baby mama terrorist that raised you, and she don't want your ass. Cause evil don't get along with evil. Evil will work together and do their evil deeds, but evil do not get along with evil. Remember that. So it's only so long that evil can hang around evil because they hate themselves. They see the other evil, they hate themselves, and they hate you too. So everybody, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Keep bringing them follows. I'm almost at that 1,000. Facebook, appreciate y'all. Like, share. You keep commenting. I'll be on social media, you know. But the next discussion I want to talk about that Dr. Dre thing, because $2 million for the list that she won. That's very funny. We're gonna talk about that too sometime by the end of the week, about a weekend or some or next week. We'll talk about that because that's crazy. So y'all take it easy. And like I say, take heed to what y'all read. This is real. These baby mama tears are old baby mama tears and the young. It doesn't make a difference. Your age, color, creed doesn't matter. They come in all forms. One Mr. Palmer, and this conversation is over. Fuck child support. Peace.